No, my goal today for you is that I want to let you know that my business is to build a long-term relationship with my clients, my customers, business partners. You, yes, you that is watching right now, to build relationship with you. So if you are in a business, what mindset do you have when you enter into the sales arena? What type of mindset do you have? Is it offensive or is it defensive? What kind of mindset do you have when you enter the sales arena? You know, when you enter the sales arena, it is very, very important that you must have an offensive mindset, knowing that you are going to win the game when you enter into the sales process. Why is this so important to know? Well, because first of all, you have to be confident in your ability to close the sales and open up a long-term relationship. It is very, very important because your potential business clients or customers or business partner will take notice of your offensive mindset. You know, the minute you enter into the room to talk to them, they will definitely take notice of that. So it's very important to have an offensive mindset. Yeah, because it will evidence. Good evening, Matilda. How are you this evening? You are very welcome. Yeah, because it will be evident that you believe, you know, when you have this mindset, you enter the room where maybe you're going to present to your customers or your potential customers. It will be evident that you believe in yourself and in your business or your product or your service as much that you don't like waver when you're answering to their questions or handling any objections that they may face to you, that you will face when you are talking to them. Because, you know, too many people in the sales process are worried about, you know. You're welcome, Matilda. You know, too many people in the sales process, they are like worried about everything, especially like the minute they enter into the room where they are going to discuss with their business partners, potential business partners or clients or customers. Most of the time they will be thinking, will the client think my product is too expensive? Are they going to hate my presentation? You know, because when you start thinking like that, then they will actually feel or see that in you, that you have this kind of thoughts going. Yeah, because if you can relate to this, like what I just described, this kind of thinking, it's very important that you stop thinking to lose that mindset. Because if you are like questioning the value of what you're selling, your own product or services, or your business that you're doing, if you like you're questioning about that, so you have to you have to constantly defending your product, you have to constantly defending your business opportunity, then it's very important that you stop selling that product or that services, because you have to fully believe, 150% believe in what you sell. Then you have to like allowing yourself to become like defensive when you are faced with objections, questions or concerns in the sales process. This will actually decrease the likelihood that, you know, you cannot really close the sales, or maybe you cannot even open up relationship with this particular person or customers that you are doing business with or that you want to do business with. So it is very, very important that you take notice of your mindset when meeting someone, introducing your business or your product or your services to someone for the very first time. If even it's not the very first time, it's very important to notice the type of mindset you enter with in your sales process. Yeah, because you should embrace questions or concern. It's very important to embrace them, because actually that's how you grow your knowledge in your business or the product or the services that you are dealing with. Yeah, and also you want to think about the last big investment you made. You yourself, like, think about the last big investment you yourself made. Did you have questions or concerns, or raise questions or concerns about the product or the service? Of course, definitely you raise questions and concerns, because it would be like a big mistake not to ask questions or raise objection about a product or a service that you are going to invest your money in. Well, for me, for one part, I always raise question. I remember the very first time I enter into when I get introduced to, good evening, Marcy. How are you this evening? You're very welcome. Good evening, Nina, as well. You're very, very welcome this evening. Good evening, all of you who are just joining me. You know, the very first time, like I was saying, when I got introduced into network marketing, I was very, very negative. I was asking questions, raising concern. For every word, every sentence this lady said, I will raise concern, I will ask question. Because the reason is not the product itself, because I like the product. But when she brought the business opportunity, I was extremely concerned, asking a lot of questions, being negative. And, you know, the lady was so like patient with me. She was even at some point, sometimes when I ask question or I raise concern or be negative, she will try to turn that around and make fun and jokes with it. And really, that's what really caught my attention, that the way she handled, the way she responded was very, very kind, was very patient with me. You know, even though I have all this negative and a lot of concern about what she was saying. But that's what really pushed me, triggered me to want to do business with her that very, very day. Because it's really like drawn me to her, that she's a very nice person, even though I was being so negative. But the way she responded back to me, I really like her attitude. I would like to do business with this person. Even though I don't know that much about the business, I said I would like to do business with her. I would try to find out more about this, and that's where I am today, like today, because of that. So because of the way she responded, that's what gave me that push to want to do business with her. So if you expect questions and handle them with offensive mindset, that is in a positive way, then your potential client will acknowledge that the positive response you're giving, yeah? And then they will feel comfortable doing business with you, like I did with this lady, you know? Because there are many people that I meet and I talk to when I'm introducing my business or my business opportunity or product to them. But many of them never do business with me, you know, at that particular day when I'm introducing my business to them. But I don't like off or puff around their decision not to invest in my product or my service. No, you know, because for me that's fine with me, because I believe in creating a long-term relationship with people. That is my number one goal, to create a long-term relationship with people. And I believe in the near future they will invest in one of my products or my services. But at the initial stage, I believe in creating that relationship, long-term relationship. You know, maybe, for example, they will become a business partner of mine, or they will attend in the future a program maybe I'm hosting, or a program someone else is hosting, I invited them, or they can engage me as their strategic business coach. Or maybe they will even hire me to do a motivational or marketing seminar for their company. Who knows? I handled that initial rejection of my product or services or business appropriately, and also welcome them to tie into my emails and my telephone list, yeah, which will like lead to investment at a later date. I have this experience with a lady quite recently, that quite some time I introduced her to a system that I'm using to build my business. But she was fine. She says no, she don't want, but I strive to build the relationship. Yeah, I've never met her before at the initial stage. We were nice, good friends. Sometimes we exchange messages. When I come live, she will always be there. And then all of a sudden, after a long time, she invited me to She invited me to to host, not host, to have a presentation on network social media marketing. Yeah, social media marketing for our team members in and other people that she have invited. She did this event in England, which I went and it went fine. Yet still, we were not doing business together. And then after a couple of days, that's when we start to do business together. This shows that if I could have like respond in a negative way when she said like that, then that opportunity will never come in. Yeah, because this is out of experience, I'm telling you guys. Because create a relationship despite creating a long-time relationship despite not like closing the sale at the initial part of it, will definitely help you. If you build a long-term relationship, you build that relationship, you open for that relationship, will definitely lead to in the future for you to do business, both of you to do business, or being a very good customer for your product. You know, when you have this offensive mindset, not having a defensive mindset. Defensive mindset, like you always try to defend your product or your business opportunity or your service. It's negative for your business. Yeah. So what, for example, if I would have like responded with a defensive mindset to these ladies or even to others as well that I'm doing business with? You know, I don't need, like, for example, I'll be saying, I don't need their money anyway. I would rather keep my product because they will not even use it. If I would have had this kind of mindset at the initial stage when they said no, what will happen? Then the chances of them, like those people tying into my company or maybe investing or doing business with me at a later date even, will have just like flew out of the window because of the negative response, being defensive. Yeah. So who wants to do business with someone with that kind of attitude, with that defensive attitude over another person's like decision not to do business as at that time? Because everybody have the right to decide what they want to do. If people says no, I don't want to do business right now, definitely we have to accept and understand. We have to understand that as well, because we can be in that same position as that person is. Yeah. And more importantly, why would that person even want to even refer you to someone else who will be in a need of your product or service or business opportunity that you are offering? When you have that kind of attitude, they will not even want to refer you to anybody. So that's how your business will be dropping. Yeah, and for most people, it's easier to easily get like hurt when someone or a buyer is talking negatively or bad about their business or their product or even services that they are offering. Some people get hurt about that. Yeah, and especially like if they really, really believe in their product, they really believe in their business opportunity, they believe in their services. And hearing somebody say negative things about it, sometimes it really hurts. But at the same time, it's very important that we try to understand people. But we always want to remember the importance of opening a relationship, a long-term relationship. That should be one of our goals when even meeting a person for the very, very first time. It's very important. Good evening, Abu. How are you this evening? You're very welcome. Yeah, you can remain strong in your conviction about your business or without even like completely ruining your sales process. You can stay convicted in that. You know, it's very important like to just stay focused. My boy, he was sleeping, he just wake up. Good. You know, it's also very important to just focus on the questions and concerns and address those with the reason that you have. Thank you, Matilda. Thank you so much. Yeah. And what I was saying, yeah, it's very, very important that you just like focus on the questions or the concerns and address it with the reasons that you have, the reason why you stand behind your product or your service or your business opportunity. You just have to focus on your respond to that, yeah, not having a defensive mindset. You can even, like, for example, say something like, if the person asks you, Auntie is saying good evening, he is very sleepy. Especially like if the person asks you a question, you can respond with, oh, that's an excellent question. And if they, like, for example, say, oh, it's cost too much or it's expensive, you can even simply say, oh, I can see that you're concerned about value. So in that way, you're trying to tell them that your products have value, but in a more kind manner. Yeah, and this is very, very important. This is the type of mindset you want to bring in to your business. So you have to, like, strive to satisfy their questions and their concern, and with your belief in your product or services or your business opportunity. So it's very important to remember, if you don't believe in what you're selling, then it's very important to stop selling it to others. If you don't believe in it, you have to stop selling it to others. That's why it's very important. You should be your number one customer in your business. It's very important, because when you use your product, then you have a higher chance of having a strong belief in your product or services that you are offering to other people. I, for one, I'm my number one customer. Whenever before the end of the month, I make my list for myself. Whether before even I started taking order from other people, I am my number one customer. If even when someone is putting order for something, I always make sure that I also add my own list there as well, because that really helped me to believe strongly in my product and services that I'm offering. Because if I don't use my product, if I don't believe in my product, then I will always have this defensive mindset when talking to others or introducing my product to others, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah, Matilda, they are doing fine. The twins, they are sleeping, and Alexander, he was sleeping. He just woke up, I think, because he heard my voice. Yeah, he's quiet. At least he's not disturbing. Yeah. So please, if you are there, you have this kind of mindset when you face people, because of course you will face people who will say negative. They will raise questions, like I told you my experience, but see it as a positive thing, actually, because when you see it as a positive thing, and this person or people eventually join you in your business, this will be someone that you will have strong reliance on, because they've raised their question, they've cleared that doubt and all those things, and they will have 150 belief in your product or your service or your business opportunity. And these are the people that you will do business with for a very, very, very long time. So it's very important when you face this kind of people, it's very important for you to see them as a potential customer, actually. So your response is supposed to be a offensive mindset one you put into it, being positive, not being defensive, because when you be defensive, you will lose them, and you will lose even the referrals they will even send to you as to you again. So being positive, having a offensive mindset in a business when facing someone introducing your business is very important. Even though the person will be negative, completely don't think about the negative. Just see that it's very important they raise their questions, they raise their concerns, and explain to them the reason why you stand behind the product with patience and calmness, and you will eventually do business with them in the future. This is out of experience. I'm saying this because it has happened to me, and I've also done it to someone else. I told you I was being negative and all this, but at the end, we are doing business together. And also, I've also experienced it from others, and they like to them, I'm doing business with them because the way I respond to them as well. So the mindset tip for you today to remember is you have to maintain an offensive mindset that's full of energy, excitement, focus and strength. It's very important. And when questions arise, get excited about them. Get excited about whatever question or concerns arises and stand behind your business 121 or 150 or 200% that you believe in your product, and that will drive you to handle all questions and concern with a positive mindset, with an offensive mindset. That is, you're explaining the reason why you believe in your product, but it's in a positive way. Yeah, so this is all I have for you today, friends, and this is where I will stop it. So if you find value in this, I would love for you to comment down at the comment section what you really like on this live today. What is your takeaway, and what maybe you think you will want to hear more about. I will definitely respond to that as well. Yeah, so that is all I have for you today, friends. I want to thank you all who joined me this evening. I see Stacy, Matilda, let me scroll down. I see Abu, Marcy, Nina, Matilda, Nadia, all of you that joined me this evening. I want to thank you all so much, all of you that view, and also you that are watching the recording or the replay later. I also thank you for joining and viewing as well. If you need any help, you need any more information about what I do, or maybe you need help in your business, how to market on social media, you're very welcome to drop me a message on Messenger through Facebook, or my email, or my telephone number is also there, both on my business page and on my personal profile, where I'm going live from soon now. You will get all my information. You're very welcome to contact me, send me a message, I will reply to you, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so you all have a lovely, lovely evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Again, stay cool and stay positive, and have a positive and offensive mindset that will skyrocket your business. Thank you this evening, and bye for now.